Hey everybody, Kevin here with BTG Real Estate. Today I'm showcasing the owner of Redemption Renovations, Adam Estavillo, here today with me on this video. And today we're just really going to be talking about what is going on during this COVID-19 pandemic for local businesses here in the Phoenix area. And I just wanted to bring a fresh perspective and see how we can all help these local businesses. So Adam, tell me a little bit about Redemption Renovations and what you guys do.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me, Kevin. I'm excited to be here and share some info about my business. So we are a licensed general contractor here in Arizona that only covers cosmetic renovations. So we don't do additions, but we do kitchen remodeling, bathrooms. Our specialty, you may see this machine behind me, it's a cabinet sanding machine. So we do high-end cabinet refinishing, and we also reface. So that means we buy new doors, drawers, and we bring kitchens back to life without having the clients have to tear out their existing cabinets and buy new countertops, all the things that go along with that. So that's our specialty: flooring, cabinets, counters, backsplash, and that's kind of our niche. So
Cool, right on. So right now, obviously, the world's in a strange place. What are the differences that you're seeing in the day-to-day operations of your business right now with this pandemic?
yeah, that's a great question. I wasn't sure what to expect when the news broke and things got a little bit crazy. We were doing about 10 to 12 estimates a week, and I saw an immediate drop off. I either had cancellations when the initial rush happened where people were buying food and they were thinking the stores, toilet paper was gone, everyone was freaking out. We did see a drop in estimates. So I went from 10 to 12 a week to maybe 2 to 3. However, the people that are asking us, to come into their house and they're setting up time, they're really serious about getting the work done. They're either getting ready to sell their home, or they just bought a new house and they want to renovate it, or they have money set aside that they had been planning on doing. So and when they're sitting in their house, they're seeing their ugly cabinets or their kitchen, and they're like, let's make this thing nice. So that's kind of the initial effects that I saw was a really slowdown in calls, but I'm still maintaining that 2 to 3 estimates a week. It's still about 70% less than what we normally do, but the people are serious and they're taking action once I get out there and give them an estimate. So
Well, I guess that's good, somewhat. So from a clientele standpoint, how are the clients overall reacting to the pandemic, and what precautions are you guys taking to make sure that people feel comfortable right now?
yeah, that's good. My wife, she bought me a bunch of hand sanitizer. So I use that before I go into the house. I'll ask the customer if they want me to wear a mask. I have that in my truck, so I do. But oftentimes with my beard, it may freak them out a little bit, a mask, on the face. So I do try to keep that, that distancing, the 6 feet apart, and I'll go in, I'll measure. And the good thing about our industry is that when we're working in the home, whether that be, counters or backsplash or respraying the cabinets, we ask the customer for the day that we're spraying to get out of the house just for a few hours, because the smell, we use a strong product. And so most clients are pretty open to having us in there because they understand, like, we're not going to be on top of each other. They give us that space. And there are some people that have been, a little bit concerned, and actually I scheduled estimates to happen during this month or the end of, the beginning of May, and they've pushed it out even farther, kind of to correlate with Governor Ducey's extended stay-at-home order lockdown. So that's what I've been seeing. But there are people that some people are like, I don't think this is anything. They just, it's just kind of different mindsets, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we're seeing a similar type of thing, just letting people do what they're comfortable with, and just focusing on taking the right precautions and making sure people are comfortable. So really, Adam, like, my goal with this whole thing is I just want to help as many business owners and people in the community as possible. So for myself and everyone that's watching, what can we do to help you continue to sustain your business during this time?
That's incredible that you're doing this. I really appreciate it. So the blessing of this whole pandemic was that I set up my business, last year. I ended up setting up every one of my employees on payroll. I have workman's comp, insurance, and I do have a overhead here. I have the shop I rent. So it was getting a little bit tight. We hadn't actually slowed down to the point where we haven't had no work. We've always had at least a week or 2 weeks. Right now I'm sitting about 2 weeks out. So I've been able to fill the pipeline. But if anyone that's watching this, if they're interested in changing up their kitchen, whether that be for to prepare to sell with you, or just to update their kitchen and give some value back and bring some light in their home, because I like to look at the kitchen as being the heart of the home. And when you're spending a lot of time there, whether that be making meals or with families, you want to have that to be a place that you feel joyful in. And when people are spending so much time in their house, and if it's a dark kitchen or it's something that they're not excited to be in, that can kind of put a damper on your spirit. So I say, we do our best to really bring beauty, and we try to transform that space so that they can be proud of it. They can have parties, they can host or have family meals and share memories. So that's something, I think that's been my model for starting this company, is to create a space that people really love. And I'll make sure it's 100% right before we leave. So if you know anybody that has a space that could use a facelift, whether that be the painting of the cabinets, feel free to call us. We are running some specials right now. So I'm upgrading hinges to soft close, installing free hardware. I'm doing some sort of discounts if they do a bundle package. I'm giving percentages off based on the scope of work. So I'm giving incentive to people to book out and get the work done if they're planning on it. I think that's just the main thing, is just if you have questions. I also know a lot of other contractors, I'm sure as you do as well. Like, you have a lot of contacts because you're in real estate. So I have really good electricians. I've got a guy that my friend does additions, and he does concrete. I've got custom shower guys and glass guys, window guys. So I know I have a lot of resources as well. So if you're interested in getting some work done, I know the right people to call. So you can reach out to Kevin and he can connect you to me, and I'd be happy to help in that way as well. So
what's the best way for people to, like, if they want to see examples of your work, should they take a look at your Instagram page, or what's the best way for them to do that?
Yeah, Instagram is our primary. I post a lot of before and afters. I do tutorials. So this is I brought this out here. This is like an example of a lot of homes here out in Arizona that were built, 80s or 90s. It's an oak, got the heavy grain. We can transform this, keeping the door as is, and turn it into a beautiful finished product. However, sometimes the doors are cheap. They've got MDF panels. So what we do as well, like I mentioned, we have a website, so they can call us. We can take a look at pictures of their kitchen, and we can give them our website supplier that has different style doors, so they can kind of play around with what's possible with their space and look at different design options. So Instagram and DM, or just Google us, and if you call that number, it gets directed towards us.
What's the phone number?
My direct line, I'll just give you that, is 480-323-6202. And
Instagram is at Redemption Renovation?
Yeah, at Redemption Renovations, plural, with the S. Don't forget the S. But yeah, you'll see our work on there. I do a lot of tutorials explaining how to do backsplash, or how to refinish your kitchens. If you guys want to do it on your own, I'll give you tips to save some money there. But I'm always trying to engage and give value to people. So
cool, awesome, man. Well, we'll link the Instagram page and the website in the description below. And again, thanks for coming on, and thanks everybody for taking the time to watch this. Again, we just want to help our local businesses here in Arizona so we can help everybody to continue to stay in business and operate during this challenging time. So thanks, Adam.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Have a great day.
Appreciate it.